So there, yeah.
Any more questions about what Mack is?
Yeah, it's a song about a mass murderer.
He stabs people. Yeah.
Yeah, he stabs people. Now,
So is the idea that a lot of the scatting and stuff in that is because she didn't actually remember what the words were?
That one is a proper performance of of the changes she made. Because, okay, in 1960 in West Berlin, she did a cover of Mack the Knife. I'm reading this off a thing, right? So she didn't know the lyrics that well, and when she was partway through the song, she forgot them. And you can tell in the, not that recording, but the actual recording, and I've listened to the actual like tapes from that night. Not the actual tapes, but like somebody ripped them, put them in the internet. I've heard the song that she did where she actually forgot them, and she like fell off of remembering what it was. She came back in scatting with stuff, and then she just changed all the lyrics immediately. And so what we heard is, I think, the rewrite that she did to be like, you know what? People love that. She won a Grammy for that. She won a Grammy for forgetting the lyrics to a song. And so they did this recording, I guess, where she actually just re-sung all the lyrics that she did at that time. And they were so fun. They were so good. Like, yeah.
I was not, I was incorrect about that being a song that I like had heard before, but I like it.
It's a great song.
Other versions have a lot less Ella in them.
Yeah.
But it's one of those songs that it's like, it sounds, I mean, I guess that because it sounds like it is sort of being like kind of made up on the spot. Like it's sort of just, putting a bunch of random, Louis Armstrong and, putting a bunch of sort of random stuff in here. It's like, what is this?
That's not random. They actually did. Bobby Darin and Louis Armstrong did recordings previously before.
That's why she references them.
Yeah.
Right. But that doesn't make sense in the context of what the song is about.
Yeah.
No. And like starts getting, it's a meta commentary in the middle of the song.
if you listen to the one where she actually forgets the lyrics, it's really fun because you can make out the fact that she's forgotten. The audience has realized she's forgotten. And she just was like, whatever, I'm up here, I'm singing the song, and my job is to actually let everyone have a good time. Why would I stop or go look at the lyrics? Why don't I just make up stuff as I go? And she did, and the crowd like they lost it. They loved it. And it's so fun to listen to. So the fact that they re-recorded it with the lyrics that she did, that she made up, is like, I think that's really funny too. That's very meta on top of the meta that she already did it with. As has been pointed out in chat by, I think, a few people, Halvari-chan, the one that I can see now, Mack the Knife is about this criminal overlord who is the main character of The Threepenny Opera, a German operetta musical from the 1920s by Bertolt Brecht and Kurt Weill. The original version is very different, and I bet it is.
I've heard a German version of Mack the Knife, and it was very similar. At least, like, the main melody is correct.
Yeah.
I
feel still like jazz, like it's still that swung jazz.
I haven't heard the opera version.
Oh, okay,
right.
Because like I feel like even though the song isn't that familiar to me, it's almost the like a prototypical or like quintessential kind of jazz
standard
thing. Like if you're doing like if you want to do like a bit or something and just want to like evoke this is a jazz singer in like 5 seconds, you just like have that little bit and then people are like, okay, I get what you're going with here.
Or you get Doug Jones to put a giant moon on his head and sing made up lyrics about McDonald's burgers.
Was that
to the tune of Mack? He used the same tune.
Yeah,
right.
Mack tonight.
That's who that was, Under the Moon. I forgot about that. Because Doug Jones?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the really tall, really thin. He's played like all sorts of movie monsters with the fingers. Didn't he play the monster in the Shape of Water?
Couple Fishmen, yes. I think he was also Abe Sapien in Hellboy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In the first one.
He's had a hell of a career.
Yeah,
the guy with the fingers.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus 2, and I forgot that he was in the first Hocus Pocus until we saw that. But yeah, he's one of my favorite performers just because a lot of the physicality.
Yeah,
it's been fun watching him on Star Trek.
He definitely leaned into that thing of, I know that why I'm here is because of what I can do physically, what my body allows me to do, what my who I am as like what I look like on camera, and therefore I'll lean into that and I'll be those things, and that will be fun for the people who are watching because I can be this gangly person. And I love that idea of I'll build my whole career around that. I understand it, and I can become fairly well known due to that too. And I love that. I hope that
baby.
He's so young. Oh my god.
Right. Yeah, he was Abe Sapien in both Hellboys, but only voiced him in the second one. The first one, Abe was David Hyde Pierce, and David Hyde Pierce was like, "Why am I doing this?
Yeah,
this guy's awesome and can also be the guy in the costume. Why doesn't he just do it?"
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, there must be. It feels like you'll never get Oscars out of like the Academy for people like this who are like, I have built a fantastic, solid career. I'm a favorite of fans. People appreciate what I do, and it's like
character actor, I believe they call him.
Yeah.
This
James
is
Wong.
more extreme than a character actor. Oh yeah, James Wong is definitely a character actor.
Yeah,
but doing like 8 hours of prosthetics is not.
I remember they were talking about in I saw a behind the scenes thing about Doctor Who, the new Doctor Who thing, and with Russell T Davies, and he was talking about how there's like not that many people who can take being in incredibly often very claustrophobic makeup for long periods of time. Sometimes they can't see, often you can't breathe very well, you're hot and then being able and uncomfortable, being able and doing all that, and also being able to act to the extent stuff. And so they're saying that like various monsters in Doctor Who or whatever, like they have a stable of like half a dozen people who they use over and over again, because once you find somebody who can take it, who can do that, then you want to hold on to them.
Yeah.
And especially if you have somebody who's in an outfit like that, but also be like, well, part of the fun of being in that outfit and doing things is to show off what you can actually do in the outfit, to really make the if all you did was stand there and talk or not really do much of anything, it'd be like, well, what's the difference between having this person or having a or just having a mannequin? Right? You want them to do stuff because
you
they're in
need
that
someone
scene.
who can dress up as a giant robot and really make you love them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's a lot more suit acting in Japanese stuff.
There's a story apparently, like for the modern Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Jim Carrey had to had Navy SEAL training, like anti-torture training. Like the suit that he was wearing was so horrible. Like it was just basically like little hairs. And apparently it was just like he basically it was like an endurance thing for the. And so they had to do like special training for it, just to be able to like handle the horribleness of the outfit.